all bright right now.
Woo, yeah, and Nick's all dark because he's grilling and making a video. Oh, hello. There we go.
Are we on?
Yeah. We'll see how this works. Lori's already here.
Okay. I got the iPad so I can read things.
Yeah, you're live.
Can I make this bigger on my phone where I can see it? It's all right. I'll just leave it like it is so I don't break anything.
I don't know. We actually usually keep the laptop beside us so we can see it better.
I just need to what?
You just need to follow on that.
Yeah. All right. I got the iPad.
Do you need some glasses too? Do you need Nick's glasses while we're at it?
Hang on. I'm going to share it on my community page.
Okay.
Who's in here? Probably Lori being mean to us.
Yeah. She's ready. She's got a list of things she needs to say.
All right. I'll share it on our community post.
You could, go into Facebook, share it, and tag their page. Okay. Hey, y'all, we are just trying to figure out how this is going to go.
we act like we've never been on YouTube before.
Yeah. There we go. Pam, I don't know. We just randomly decided to do this, so I don't know. Some got notifications, some did not. Like we just decided 20 minutes ago. Hey, Richard.
Rhett laughing and having a good old time?
Yeah, he's on the other side of the window.
Obviously, he listens when I told him to be quiet.
And listen to Zoe and I say words correctly. Okay. So,
there we go.
Jerry, can I see your phone for Facebook?
Yeah, well, I can't make a post to their page.
He just did it. Fritz in the window.
What are you guys doing today?
Nick is grilling. I'm turning my phone up. Nick's grilling. We grilled yesterday and we decided to grill today as well. So we're gonna have lots of leftovers for the week.
We just got back from my sister's. We had a shrimp boil, or is that what do you call it?
Yeah, shrimp boil.
It's called a shrimp boil, but it had crab legs and crawfish and all that in it. But
seafood boil.
Seafood boil. Huh?
Yeah, Mackenzie loves those. That's what she always asks for her birthday.
It was for my nephew's 20th birthday. So tell me, what do you call it now since we're going to be saying things differently?
So what is it called when you put shrimp and crawfish and potatoes and corn and sausage in it?
A bowl.
A shrimp bowl?
Shrimp bowl.
Or a crawfish bowl.
That's what we call it, but we don't call it a bowl. We call it a boil.
Well, it's like I explained to Lori last night. Southern dialect is just lazy. We just don't form our words. It's like a tornado. I know that it's tornado. We just don't say it that way.
That's like
tornado.
That's like saying man, these people, and you say like it sounds like mayonnaise instead of man, these people.
Mayonnaise people here. Man,
what you gonna do about it? What are you going to do about it?
So was it Mr. Richard that's on here that sent me all the
pictures of Canada?
But there was also a link with pull that up. You have your phone, and I was like, oh my goodness! Only one of them I could reason with, and the others I was like, that's so wild. It makes zero sense to me. He sent after the live yesterday. He sent an email with some, and we went through them, and I was like, this makes no sense.
They're from Newfoundland.
Newfoundland.
They probably say Newfoundland, but we've always said Newfoundland.
When I went rogue on catching up with the walkers and said all those things, I had gotten a long email about these videos I needed to watch and how I need to learn how to say Hereford correctly and all this and that. And I'm like, and she wasn't even from here. And I'm like, just because you say it that way over there don't mean that's how we say it over here. And I can make a YouTube video on how to say things correctly.
Yeah.
She was like,
I'm going to bring this closer. Somebody can't hear.
But she was like, you need to go watch these videos and figure out how to say it. Well, I'm going to make my own video, lady.
What makes them think that Cassie's going to learn from a video if she won't even pay attention to how her dad says stuff?
So also,
I think she's going to listen to a video?
I got confused on Kevin's
how
tonight.
How do you say ROOF?
Say it on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Roof. Roof.
She said roof.
Did she say roof?
She said roof.
Roof. No.
Like roof.
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 I'm not even supposed to be on here.
Roof.
I know. I had the camera like this, and then Gary drug up a chair. I'm like, fine, I'll put you on it.
Nick said, I'm not going to be in. I was like,
I was sitting on this little outside couch just kind of relaxing. I didn't mean I was going to be on here.
No, I've got to do chores because somebody's got to do them. Cassie ain't going to.
I'm doing the cooking.
I got to go do chores. So this email is from Newfoundland. And these are their Newfoundland. No, Newfoundland. These are their common slang. What are you at? That means, where are you?
Yeah.
What are you at?
What are you at?
Yes, bye means yes, no, that's impressive, or you're kidding. No, bye means yes, no, or well, duh, obviously. There ain't narn. Now, we say that a lot. Do y'all say that?
What?
Say what?
There ain't narn.
Yeah, but we pronounce it nairn.
There ain't
narn.
N-A-R-N.
Nairn.
There ain't none.
I'll say ain't none.
There ain't none.
Nairn.
Nairn.
Nair?
Nairn. Yeah, look. Nairn. Pamela said Nick says it correctly. Sue said Newfoundland, I guess.
Newfoundland.
Well, we played against a team from Newfoundland in Las Vegas.
Oh.
Lori said I said roof right.
Roof.
She
also corrected me on the brush hog.
So I got confused on Kevin and Kimberly's live the other day. Everybody's saying everything threw me off, but I say breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Yeah.
Breakfast, dinner, supper.
That's what my dad says is breakfast, dinner, supper. But I say breakfast, lunch, dinner. It flows off the tongue better.
I say lunch.
Yeah, we do say lunch a lot, but we still say supper.
I say supper. Breakfast, lunch, and supper.
Well, I say supper a lot too, but if I'm going to use the word dinner, I use it for supper time. I don't use it for lunchtime.
Like if we're going to go to dinner, but I'm going to cook supper.
Same.
We're going to dinner. It's like the fancier version of supper.
Well, if Cassie's fancy.
Breakfast, dinner, and tea. Nana Sue says breakfast, dinner, and tea. Yeah.
No, I can't see the Facebook comments. I got this on YouTube. So if you see something on Facebook, we need to say. So those of you that are just joining us on several lives or in our videos, people tell us things we say wrong, or we hear people talking and we're like, what are you saying? So Zoe and I decided we would go live. You guys could type things into the chat. And then on the count of 3, we'd say it at the same time and see how we say it.
Lori says she doesn't cook, so she doesn't do dinner or supper.
Okay, Lori, we've already said it, and you say we say it wrong. But
Boss Mama's with you, Cassie. Breakfast, lunch, and supper. So Jackie said yes, Jackie, we just started. It's been about 10 minutes. Okay, she said NICH.
That's supposed to have an E on it.
Oh, forgot.
Oh, it does have an E on it. I didn't spell it all the way.
I forgot you can put it on there. So when we're going to say something, you put the word on there and then we'll say it. Does that work?
Okay. Yep.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Niche.
We did it.
Niche.
Lori says it different.
She probably says niche. Yep. Christy Jones says niche.
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 Niche. Niche.
Mm-hmm. N-I-T-C-H. Niche. Mm-hmm.
All right. Ready? I think we've already talked about this one before.
1, 2, 3. Go ahead.
2, 3. Pecan.
Pecan.
See, if Zoe and I both say it, then it has to be right.
But Ed says pecan.
I bet Ed does say pecan.
Pecan pie.
Kayla said it was brought to her attention that she calls a hose pipe the wrong thing.
What's it supposed to be?
Oh, I bet she... Do you know what a hose pipe is?
A water hose?
A water hose.
It's a hose pipe.
It's a hose pipe.
You drink out of a hose pipe.
Yes, you drink out of hose pipes. The kids were filling up water balloons with hose pipe a while ago.
Never heard that in my life. Is that what you guys call it in Alabama, or just randomly?
Yeah, no, it's a hose pipe.
Like you go to the store and on the packaging it says hose pipe.
She said if you go to the store and it's on the packaging, does it say hose pipe?
No, it says garden hose.
It says garden hose.
But Alabama, that's what they call it?
Yeah, a hose pipe. Everybody drinks out of a hose pipe when you were a kid.
So
I actually told Rhett he wanted Gatorade, and I said, go drink out of the hose pipe.
Never heard that. So, Christy, I say fitting room, but if I was being lazy, I would say fitting room. But I wouldn't really say that very often. I say fitting room.
Fitting room. Fitting room. Depends on who I'm talking to, I think. If I was talking to Mackenzie, I'd go to the fitting room.
True.
I'm asking them, where is the fitting room?
Yeah. So when Gary worked off the farm, he had 3 different voices if he was on the phone. He had regular Gary voice, he had his work voice and work talk, and then he had if he's talking to his immediate family. So his work talk is more sophisticated and
it's the customer service voice.
Yeah. And then his everyday talk is just how everyone sees him on videos. And then if he's talking to his immediate family, it's real country and slow. And I'm like, why are you talking like that?
Like, why are you putting on?
But he don't even think about it. I can tell you who he's on the phone with based on
how he's talking.
Yep. How he's talking.
So what do you call the drink? It's cold and it's carbonated and it's sweet. So,
all right. 1, 2, 3. Pop.
Coke. I'm drinking a Coke, but it is a frozen berry Celsius water.
See, that's water. That's not even a pop.
It's a flavored carbonated.
I'm drinking a Polar sparkling seltzer blood orange lemonade, but I'd never call that a pop. This is a can of water.
Because it's carbonated, but I have started saying soda, and Nick's like, we don't drink sodas. Like, I'll say, go get me a soda, and he's like, we don't drink soda, we drink Coke.
See, we call this canned water. So if we want one of these, if I tell Gary or the kids, I'll say, go get me a can of water.
Well, that makes sense. But everything else would be a Coke.
But, you know, I used
what kind of Coke do you want?
Yeah. I used to hate when people call it soda, but I would much rather people call it soda than a Coke, because a Coke is a brand.
Yes, that is true. But I don't drink sweet tea either, so you won't ever hear me say, go get a tea. I don't drink tea, and everybody around here does. Tea? So my grandmother's from Wisconsin. And the first time she made tea, it was not sweet and it was burnt. And I've never drank it again.
All right. So Grounds family has one for us.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Colorado. Say it again.
Colorado.
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 She said dough.
Doe. It's D-O. Doe.
Colorado.
Colorado. It's not Colorado. It's Colorado, right?
Lori says niche.
Oh, okay.
Brush hog.
Yeah, she says niche and we say niche, right?
Uh-huh.
All right. This one's probably going to be real funny, Zoe. 1, 2, 3. Creek.
Creek.
Creek?
Creek.
I was afraid you were going to say crack.
No, well, some say crick. Crick, like in your neck. There's a tractor coming down the road. It's going to get
Christy
loud.
says Colorado also.
Hold on, let this tractor go by.
I always say sparkling water. I don't know what to call it. Lonnie from Stokes Family Ranch, Lonnie says she calls it sparkling water because she doesn't know what to call it. I just call it can of water.
Sparkling water, that's a good way to put it because it is. It's carbonated. All right, Miss Jackie's got one.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Potato.
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 We're eating baked potatoes.
Potato.
Potato.
We're eating baked potatoes.
Potato.
Then how do you say
Potato.
How do you say tomato? Tomato. I about said it wrong.
Tomato.
Tomato. Tomato.
Tomato.
You don't call them tomatoes.
I like little tomatoes.
Tomatoes. Maters. Maters and
Maters. Maters makes me feel like I'm. I don't say
Maters. Mater, nader, and taters.
Let's see. Okay, let's say it's hose pipe. Is hose pipe in the UK? Hey, Janet.
I've never in my life heard hose pipe. I don't even know if I know what that word is.
Nick said they call it, what'd you say?
What?
Hose pipe?
Hose pipe.
You said something else. No? Okay. He said no. Okay.
All right.
Oh.
I think I know what that word is. 1, 2, 3. Peony?
Peony. So I've also heard it called peony. It's a flower. Peony or peony.
I thought it was a flower, but I've never spelled it apparently. Hose bib? Someone said?
Oh, dressing room. That's what it was. It was fitting room. Nick said dressing room. Stokes said dressing room.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just scrolling through.
Katie D says, do you say wash or wash?
Wash.
I say wash, but my mom says wash and
wash.
instead of wish, she says whoosh. So if I'm around her too much or if I'm tired or not thinking, I'll say those words like my mom because that's how I grew up hearing it. And we were at a basketball tournament one time and I told the kids we were staying the night. So I said, if you want your uniform, I meant to say washed, you better put it in this basket. And I said, if you want your uniform washed, you better put it in this basket. So they wouldn't quit saying that. So then they started saying, Coach Walker, are you washed in the blood?
Now, Rhett, we say wash.
Whoops.
But Rhett says wash. He puts the emphasis, he puts an R in several things like that.
Yeah. So now anytime there's a moment that we need to laugh, they say, washed in the blood.
That's funny.
I call it a living room.
Yes. I think fancy people have family rooms.
Got y'all on one.
I think fancy people have family rooms. That's the room that you go to when mom and dad had the party. Let's see.
I have to sit back. My back's starting to hurt.
Oh, goodness. Hot dog or tube steak?
No. Who said that?
Mr. Richard, he's in Canada.
What is a tube
No,
steak? I guess a hot dog?
That's very slang.
So, Mr. Richard saying tube steak gets your mouth washed out here. So
Sorry,
it's a hot
I'm
dog.
making y'all dizzy. I'm readjusting.
Let's see.
Yeah, it will here too.
Gary said it's called professionalism.
Oh, he must be listening.
Nick is. All right, Lori said it's dressing room because most of the time when I go, nothing fits, so I'm just dressing.
Christy wants y'all to say caramel and syrup.
Dressing room is only for the rich in Canada. Kayla, you are so pretty. I love the photo sheet. Sprinkled. Say pop, soda, Coke, soda. I'm scrolling. Poem. Oh, I should have not said. Anyway, how you say that? I just said it.
Look, I sent you that thing a while ago, and I said it was Ransom. I've never had a drink that Ransom doesn't grab and take a drink out of.
Yeah, and Nick said, "Well, that looks like you and Rhett with cheese puffs." How you say that one? I just said it, but you didn't hear me. Poem. So poem, but poem don't flow very well. There's poem or poem. Poem.
Someone said coffee a cuppy or cup of coffee? Cup of coffee. Coffee a cuppy. I've never heard that. 1, 2, 3. Missouri.
How else would you say that?
Huh?
How else would you say it?
Well, I'm surprised you don't say Missouri.
Missouri. Missouri. Let's see.
We say Missouri.
We say Missouri.
Okay, Lonnie wants to know what we call things that we push around Walmart.
A buggy.
I call them a buggy or a shopping cart. It kind of depends on who I'm with or how I'm feeling that day, I guess. My mom's always called them a buggy, but I do call them a shopping cart sometimes, but it just depends.
Look, Gary's chimed in. What do you say?
I say it correctly now because for 15 years he gave me a hard time about it.
You emphasized the I, didn't you?
Yeah. I always said Italian, and he was like, it's Italian, Cassie, not Italian.
Yeah, we eat Italian food.
How do you say it?
Italian.
Yeah. I say Italian now because forever. Well, Lonnie, Stokes Family Ranch, that's an easy one. If you're talking about Oklahoma, it's Miami, Oklahoma. But if you're talking about Florida, it's Miami, Florida.
How do you say mustard?
Mustard?
Yeah.
Just mustard, buddy.
Mustard, yeah. So
Zoe, how
Miami.
do you say mustard?
Mustard.
You have to touch me. It's hot.
Nick said I missed one.
Caramel and syrup.
How far back was it?
I say caramel, not caramel.
Was that before the tractor went by? Because I'm still scrolling.
I don't know.
Let's see.
No.
Okay, hold on.
It's caramel.
Calf Walden. Everybody over here calls it a vacation, but I know people in other parts of the world call it a holiday.
Yeah, it's a vacation.
To us, a holiday is like Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day, Memorial Day, Labor Day. All right. 1, 2, 3. Crayon.
Yep.
Mom, how do they say tree?
How does people say it different?
Crayon. Crayon. I've heard that.
Caramel.
Caramel.
Caramel?
How
Caramel.
do they say
Caramel.
No, not male. Mole.
Mole. Oh.
Caramel.
How do you say
That's
It is
too
how
hard.
it's spelled, Nick said. That's how it's spelled.
Just tarantula, buddy. Ransom's trying to think of words that don't really apply.
What about flower?
Washington.
Washington.
Texas.
I think Jackie said she says Washington.
Mom,
So does my mom.
What about Texas?
Just Texas, buddy.
Yep,
There's
Texas.
like everyone.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Syrup. Syrup.
Syrup.
Syrup.
Syrup. Syrup. It's like Syria. Syrup.
What do you call the thing that you lay your head on at night?
A pillow.
At least you don't call it a pillow, but I call it a
I can
pillow.
agree
You
with
call it a
Cassie
pillow?
on that when I say syrup.
What about
You say syrup.
I say syrup.
He says syrup.
Cereal.
Coffee cuppy.
What
Cup
about
of coffee.
I've never heard
Coffee.
Coppa cuppy.
what about
Dude,
Alabama?
you're all up in my bubble.
Alabama.
I say Alabama.
Lori said say dog. Dog.
Colton calls it a pillar.
Pillar.
Dog?
Dog. You said dog. I say dog.
So, yeah, it's from that pool. People keep asking like what you call your mother's sister, but there's also an animal.
Uh-huh.
Do you say them two different ways?
I say aunt, but
For-
a different culture calls it aunt.
Yeah. So someone said English teacher taught aunt crawls, aunt walks on 2 legs. But I call them both an aunt.
Aunt, yes.
Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
How else would you say it?
Ooh.
Mayo?
Yeah. How else would you say mayonnaise?
I guess mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
3D, what did I call it? An animal or a bug? I don't remember what I called it. That's the problem. I just call things whatever pops in my head too. Like we say when we say that snake is poisonous, people lose their minds because it's not poisonous, it's venomous.
Oh, yeah. I don't ever get that right. Elastics, rubber bands, or gum bands?
Elastics, rubber bands, or gum bands.
Mom, I'm going to.
So
it would be the things you wrap around something.
Okay. So if I'm gonna put it around like paper, I call it a rubber band.
Uh-huh.
But if I'm gonna pull my hair back, I say I need a ponytail or
A ponytail. Yep. That's what I tell the kid. I'll tell Mackenzie, bring me a ponytail holder.
Yeah.
But if it's for paper or tying something up, it's a rubber band.
Yeah. Des Moines?
Des Moines. Iowa. Des Moines.
Yeah, I think I say, I mean, it's not in my everyday language, but I think I say Des Moines, or I don't know. If it's for hair, it's a hair elastic.
A hair tie. There's a lot of people I hear call them hair ties. A hair tie, but I just call them ponytail holders. No, you don't tie it. But...
Candy says, Cassie, we say roll tide. I say boomer sooner. Rinse some drink on my water.
Ooh, try that one. Put your iPad up there.
Thigh bodox. I'm sure I ruined that.
Thibodeau.
Well, you cheated or something because you already knew it.
No, you know how Blanche Devereaux. Devereaux has the AUX at the end. Thibodeau.
See, something else that's not my everyday language. I have no clue.
So
I've seen that before, though.
That's a Louisiana. They have all those wild named places down there.
Yeah. My mom says library for library. Ransom says library too.
Yeah, they say library.
Mischievous.
Mischievous. Mischievous.
Some people probably say mischievous.
Mischievous.
Oh wow! I thought I was up to date, but I'm way behind.
Bubbler or water fountain?
Water fountain.
Yeah, for sure.
Who calls it a bubbler? Oh, New England?
New England.
Jackie said, I call it a ponytail if it's the black ones, but if it's material, I call it a hair tie. I call it a hair tie sometimes, I guess. Not very often, though.
Yeah.
Cincinnati?
Cincinnati. How else would you say Cincinnati?
I'm not sure.
Everybody's saying how to pronounce Des Moines.
I don't know.
Des Moines is not a country, Cassie. The S's are silent.
Did I call it a country?
I don't know.
Yeah, a spigot. My mom ever so often will call it a water spigot, or I've heard people call it that. If I call it that, then I'm just being silly, not.
Oh, Joyce said scrunchy.
Yeah, a hair scrunchie or.
Well, scrunchy though has got the fabric on it that's got the hair, the ponytail holder built in.
Yeah.
So scrunchy is like a brand to me.
So Teresa asked about where do you wash your clothes? I've always called a laundromat, but one of my teammates in college, she was from Texas, and she kept saying, "Where's the washateria?" And I'm like, I don't know what they're talking about.
So there's a washateria down from my mom's house, but it's the laundromat. Like the name of it is washateria.
See, and that's what she said. And when we went and played volleyball somewhere in Texas, we passed one. She said, "See," I was like, "Oh, that's like the name of it." I think it's still a laundromat. It's just the name is a washateria.
They named it. Yep. How do you pronounce that?
Well, since they asked, I'm sure it's not the obvious. Wanada?
That would be like some of those cities in Oklahoma we can't pronounce. That's cheating because we have one in Alabama.
We have one of those in Alabama.
D3D just said here in Oklahoma we have simple cities. I feel like all of our cities are easy. What do you guys think is hard?
That's what, like, what's the one we always never say right?
The ones with like Cherokee or Native American or something?
No, those I think we get. Salina, we called it Salina.
We never know if it's Salina or Salina.
It's Salina, but even the news in Tulsa, which is 45 minutes away, now do better. But they used to call it Salina all the time.
Had to go to Tahlequah.
Yeah, Tahlequah.
People call it that don't know.
So this one is Aniana. They might pronounce the T.
Because that makes perfect sense.
Juanita.
Hey, since you drink all my water, can you go get me a bottle of water, please?
Well, so she might not even say it the same, but we call that town in our state Aniana.
Well, I'm sure if you say it that way, that's how it is.
Oh, well, yeah, of course.
So we have a town, Stokes Family Ranch, put Sapulpa, Sapulpa. I say Sapulpa. Some people say Sapulpa.
Oh, I see that. Sapulpa.
I don't know. I say sepulpa.
So I would have looked at that and said sapulpa. Like sap. Sapulpa.
There must be some more Oklahoma people in here. Let's trade paint says Adair. Or I should have made you say that.
Adair?
You see, let's trade paint.
Yeah.
How would you say
Adair.
that?
We actually have an old school place that was torn down that was the Adair school.
A lot of people will say a deer or a dare.
Yeah, so it's Adair.
And look at Peggy Zions. How would you say that?
Lake Ucha.
We call it Uchi.
Uchi. That's cute.
That's how we say it anyway. I'm not sure how Peggy says it, but are you supposed to have that?
What's the wire you stretch across your field with sharp points?
Barbed wire?
Barbed wire. Not barbed. Barbed wire. Some say bob wire.
We say
barbed wire.
Barbed wire.
Barbed
or
wire.
I do.
Yep.
Read CC's comment.
Yeah. Watching the weathermen try to pronounce all the towns during the storms, like if they haven't been around here a long time, it's really funny. Like if they're a new weather guy or a new, came from some big city and it pops up, you can just see the terror on their face.
Well, I love how Brandon types the way that he speaks.
Bless Brandon's heart.
I said I love the way Brandon types the way he speaks.
Brandon doesn't type. He only voice texts and uses voice for all of his titles. So how he says it is how Siri writes it.
She said she loves when Americans try to pronounce that.
Saskatchewan?
Saskatchewan.
Did we get it, Kath?
Oh. How do you say that one? I don't know any other way to say it.
Lobster?
Lobster.
Lobster. It's like, do you want to go on a holiday?
Yeah, we're going to have some lobster. Saskatchewan.
Yeah, I say barbed wire. You say barbed
wire.
Barbed wire. I say barbed.
Barbed wire.
How's it spelled?
It's not Bob. Yeah, but it's not like B-A-B, B-O-B. It's B-A-H-B, barbed wire.
Some people say B-O-B.
Yeah, like bob wire.
I say barbed wire.
Yeah, no. I don't put the ED on it.
Ransom, will you go get me some stuff for my lips?
Bostonians say lobster. Lobster.
When we have a shrimp boil, it makes my lips completely dried out.
Yeah, so Mackenzie just got home from the beach and her lips are puffy and purple and she's a lobster right now. So
a lobster.
She's a lobster. Jason said barbed wire in his video today. I believe that.
Barbed wire. Barbed wire. Bob wire. Maybe I say bob.
Bob.
The more you think
you're gonna be thinking about it now.
How to say it.
Gary, back that up. What did I say?
We say Bob.
We do say it's like B-O-H-B.
Bob wire. Hey, watch out for that barbed. Watch out for that barbed wire. Watch out for that barbed wire. I don't know.
Thinking about it too much.
So Jeanette asked where we're from. I'm from Northeast Oklahoma.
We're in Central Alabama. Knoxville, Nashville, Louisville.
Knoxville, Nashville,
I knew
Louisville.
that was coming.
Please do, Nana Suze.
Well, I feel like it don't matter where you live. Everybody says this one wrong.
Worcestershire.
Oh, yeah, you need to try that.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. Wash your sister sauce.
Pass me the Worcestershire sauce.
Where's the Worcestershire?
See, I think I say Worcestershire.
War. See, it's like in the Worcestershire sauce.
Don't mind me. I'm just putting cocoa butter on my lips.
Oh, man. Her grandpa would say tube steaks and tutors for franks and beans.
Yeah, Zoe, don't repeat that. Kevin's already got on to me about that.
Oh, did you get put in time out for repeating that? That one seems pretty simple.
What?
Orange?
Orange.
Orange?
Orange. We eat oranges.
Orange.
Orange.
Orange with an A.
Orange with an A.
Orangelo and Yolangelo. So
And
somebody said that on your guys' live last night, I think it was. My preacher tells a story. He went to school and I don't know if Lonnie's on here. He went to school and I don't remember. Not Bigsby, but anyway, somewhere by Bigsby. Maybe it's Bigsby, Oklahoma. But he says, I'm pretty sure he says they were either in his church growing up or in his school. They were twins and they were called, it was spelled orange jello and yellow jello, but their names were Yolangelo and Orangelo or something like that.
I think everybody has that version. There's one I'll have to text you about because it's not appropriate.
You can say it, you just can't spell it.
Okay.
Shatosh and Shathed.
Yeah, Shatosh and Shathed.
So the first one, when Mazzy was in speech therapy,
Her last name was Morrow.
Her speech therapist said that she had a new patient and she came out and it was spelled that. And she pronounced it how it was written in the waiting room.
Oh, no. Well, I mean, you don't ever know these days. What do you call a group of bovine of both genders that isn't large enough to be called a herd?
Cows.
What did he say?
Cows.
Cows.
Cows. Everybody's a cow.
Cattle.
See, cattle. We call them cows.
What do you call a group of bovine of both genders that isn't large enough to be called a herd? So, if Gary will say, I'm going to go check the cows.
Mm-hmm.
But we might say, yeah, if we said, look over there at those cows, we wouldn't probably say cattle.
Right.
Ever since we've been in all the different elevations, my throat has been like dried out and my nose is dried out. He's back in my bubble again. Cinnamon. How else would people say it, I wonder?
What's this here sauce?
I like that.
Cinnamon. A lot of people, I bet.
My grandmother swapped the M and the N. It was cinnamon.
Cinnamon. Yeah, that's true too. Somebody said cupboard or what? Cabinet or
I don't
cupboard?
call it a cupboard.
No, you do? Use the word
I
cupboard.
don't.
We've never. The only time I've used the word cupboard is when I watched the movie Indian in the Cupboard.
I think my grandma used to call it a cupboard, though.
How do you say?
Someone said cinnamon like S-I-N, like cinnamon. I think that's how I say it. Cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
Oil.
Oil.
Yeah.
Like I was telling Mackenzie a while ago, we gonna cook it in butter, not in oil. So we're trying to use plant based.
Lori, why do you not realize I have a bubble? I have a bubble because this one, I also have a hard time thinking of words. His love language is touch, whatever that's called. What's that called?
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just too much for me after so long. Physical touch is his love language. And I'm like,
I asked a guy if he needed a poke for his purchase. My boss immediately laughed, but the guy's wife didn't find it funny.
bunch.
You gotta watch Lonesome Dove to know what a poke is.
Oh. He said we gotta watch Lonesome Dove.
I didn't get it. I've seen Lonesome Dove, but not enough.
Kathy said a hot dog is not a hot dog until it's in a bun or it is on a stick being roasted. So it's just a weenie.
We've always called them weenies, and Gary thinks that's funny. But also, my sister teaches 4-year-olds, and they were having hot dogs or something, and she said something about the other, and then they were all thought she was talking about something else.
I don't say weenies. I asked him if he wants a hot dog.
Only if it has a bun around it.
No, he likes just he likes a hot dog weenie. Like there's a different kind of weenie. You know, like
Ransom only wants to eat the bun with ketchup in it.
Rhett would do that. What about that one?
Ranger, how do you say that
Ranger?
word?
Where?
Right there. How do you say that word?
Salmon?
Salmon.
The L's silent.
Ranger just graduated 6th grade. He should know.
You should know. You should know the right way to say it.
Salmon.
But don't ask Lori because she'll correct you.
So, I say vacuum because Hoover is a brand.
Right. Cupboard is in the kitchen in Canada, but you call a group of cupboards cabinets.
So if it's just one setting by itself, put it in the cupboard.
Yep. That's pneumonia.
Pneumonia. I guess we say quite a bit of stuff the same. It's just the
See, Cassie says the E and you say the U.
Huh?
She said pneumonia and you said pneumonia.
You said pneumonia and I said pneumonia.
Pneumonia. Oh,
yeah.
We do say it different then.
So is it a Walmart bag or a Walmart sack?
Sack.
Bag.
Bag if it's paper, sack if it's plastic.
So I have a chicken that you stuff all the bags in, and I'll tell the kids, hand me a Walmart bag.
Walmart sack.
Mom, is it? How do you say this? PECAN.
Already did that. Pecan.
Pecan.
Don't spell words. It takes me a while to figure
I
it
know.
out.
I was like, is he spelling peach? Oh.
Millennium.
Millennium.
Millennium Falcon.
How many cows does it take to make a herd? 3 or more.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have a couple of cows, but I have a herd because I have 3.
Sounds like you have so many.
I do, yeah.
You're
Everybody's
getting
saying
brand new
Ranger's correct.
socks nasty, dude. Rangers tell me to be quiet, but does anyone else's kids walk around with just their socks and ruin them?
Yep, Chance was doing that yesterday in the yard, and it's like, son, your socks. They're socks. You have slippers. Where are your slides? Like, either take the socks off or go put on slides.
They're probably closed today, but we can call later. Yeah, I just bought him all brand new socks, and he wants white socks because his were all crusty. And then now he's wearing his brand new ones outside. Toilet.
Potty, actually. I need to go potty.
You have
But
on
yes,
socks.
it's a toilet.
Let me see. Ransom got him some new Crocs because he outgrew his other ones. He went camo this time.
That's exactly the same ones Rhett and Chance just got 2 days ago.
Oh, really? We got them right before we went on vacation because he put his Crocs on and he's like, oh, my toes at the end.
And it's like 88 degrees, and Rhett put on his camo clothes that are long sleeves and has a hood and their pants and everything just because his Crocs were
Camo.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Ed wants to know what's Nick cooking. I want to know too.
He's got ribs on the Traeger. What else? A tenderloin and some fat caps.
What's that?
It's like the fat that you trim off.
Baked beans.
And some. What kind of baked beans are there? There's some kind of special baked beans.
They'll have to watch the video on Tuesday.
You have to watch the video on Tuesday, tomorrow. To know
we can't get a sneak peek since we're here.
Can they see it? Can they see it since we're here?
What?
Can we show them?
Yeah, come on.
Look, this is how close we live to the road. Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Ooh.
You have to see how I make them on the video on Tuesday.
Might as well make a video with what you're cooking.
Looks yummy, doesn't it? So, fat caps is what kind of meat?
It's like, it would be like your trimmings off of pork chops or the trimmings, any kind of fat that you trim off of, like the ribs or.
I just eat that.
He puts it on the smoker and chars it. Kind of makes it like porky. What is it? Ends?
Burn ends. I like that.
Yeah. Yes.
French fries or chips?
No, there's more fat than meat.
French fries or chips? They're 2 different things.
I agree. I think that was a sweat bee.
French fries are cooked.
the-
Chips are in a bag.
Yeah.
The only time I call it chips is when it's with fish and it's at the Irish pub.
Oh, Nick said the only time you call it chips is when it's at the Irish pub. Let's see.
Lori says, have Zoe say baked beans versus how Gary says baked beans.
Lori wants to know how you
Baked beans.
say baked beans.
How does Gary say baked beans?
I would assume he says baked beans. Does he say it different, Lori?
Chips in England.
She's got to get Gary back up there.
Pam said she had a guy come in McDonald's who said chips for fries. Nana Sue said crisps in a bag. Do you call it the wash or the washer?
Go put your stuff in the washer.
You put it in the washer to be washed.
Yeah.
Wasp or wasper?
Wasp.
Wasp. I've never heard of a wasper. Uh-oh.
I've heard of a wasper.
Ships in England.
So, trying to think of something else. Hang on. There, we have a bird's nest underneath here, and these birds could like dive bomb us, and it starts freaking me out.
Well, there's Brandon. We talked him up.
Brandon in here
They just came on. One of them.
on Facebook or
Yes.
Y'all need to ask Brandon how he says all that stuff.
Gary is complete opposite. Zoe doesn't say the K. Baked beans.
oh, wait,
Baked beans. Does it sound like I'm saying bay beans?
I think I always say baked beans. Baked beans. Baked beans. Baked
so.
beans.
A lot of the
Baked.
things you put an ED on, I don't.
Someone's so when my friend from Brazil, when she first came, she played college volleyball with me. She didn't know English, and she would put E's on things that didn't need E's and take the E's off. So like coffee, she would call it cough, and then I don't remember what else, but she would take those letters off and then add them to other ones. Instead of kitchen, she would call it the chicken. It was funny. I helped her learn English, so I'm sure she talks so well.
Gary overpronounces his K's, somebody says. Christy says, is it?
I don't even know what that is.
Okay, it's daughter, not daughter.
Oh, I thought that was a word.
Daughter.
I say daughter.
Woo! Brandon's calling me out. It's my sparkling water.
It's her fancy water.
It's my fancy water.
Her fancy soda.
My fancy soda water. When you have iced tea, unless it's powdered, it's usually not sweet. It shocks Canadians when we have to ask for unsweetened tea in the U.S. It sounds like our house is falling apart in there.
Mama, I do it.
Pam said, Brandon says tooken when it's take.
Taken.
Have you taken the garbage out? Have you took, actually, is what we say. Have you took the garbage out yet? I say that to...
Christy said it was keeping you awake, y'all.
Yeah, I'm awake because it's daytime. And then the sun starts going down.
I know. I haven't yawned or eaten anything yet.
I have a friend who says Denver instead of dinner. All right.
That's different. Well, Kath, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I was starting to wonder if people were getting bored. I was going to try to think of something else to talk about, but as long as you guys are needing English advice,
I want to know. Hey, I want to know
which one went by Coggill because Jason seen.
That would have had to been us. Cassie's a little far to drive past Coghill. And we're just down the road. Nick goes past there all the time.
Jackie Ransom says Biscotti.
Nick would he had great chance of that habit, and he wouldn't let him. He didn't get any spaghetti until he would say it right.
Biscotti.
Let's see. How do you pronounce? We did this one earlier. ROOF.
Roof.
Roof. Do you take them to town or carry them to town?
Take them.
I'm gonna take you to town. Let's go to town.
I ain't carrying nobody. They
do
can
you
use
need
their
to
own
go?
legs.
What? That's new.
Yes. Little Bear is home.
Oh, that makes me think of one. Sweet potatoes and yams. Very much the same thing. Lori likes yams, and I call them sweet potatoes, but it's the same.
Those things that country cottage that are round like that, I call them yams. But you have an actual whole sweet potato, then I call that a sweet potato.
So you can buy those round things in the store, and we just call them sweet potatoes.
I think prepared sweet potatoes are yams.
Nick said prepared sweet potatoes are yams.
Couch or Davenport? I thought it was couch or divan.
Or what?
A divan.
Divan. I've never heard that.
Davenport. But my grandma used to call it a divan all the time. I'm like, it's a couch. So
yeah, ours is a sofa or couch.
See, I think like if it sets 2, it's a divan or a sofa, but if it sets 3, it's a couch. But I just call everything couch.
Hey, Londa.
Ours, the 2 is a love seat.
Nick said our 2-seater is a love seat.
Oh, yeah, love seat. Okay. Maybe that's what a 2-seater is. I don't know. I'm not that fancy.
Brandon said, here's the deal, guys. I make my own English. That's right.
Brandon said, what?
Here's the deal, guys. I make my own English.
Hey, everybody gets the point. Knows what you're talking about. My top lip is killing me.
We all know what he's saying when he says it.
Olaf?
Aloft.
Or aloof?
ALOOF.
Aloof.
Aloof?
Aloof.
Aloft.
Aloof.
I thought they were talking about Olaf from Frozen.
Aloof.
Horror?
Horror.
No, that's with an O.
Divan is a bed cover. I thought that was a... What's them things called?
Comforter?
What?
No, it's
like a dust cover?
What's those called, though?
We call them a divan. It's a dust cover.
A divan?
That's what we call
them. That ain't
I've heard them called something else, but I can't think of what they're called. But I've heard
duvet. That's right.
Hey,
duvet.
Yeah.
Somebody else said it. He said.
But my grandma and some other older people in this area call a couch a divan.
She said in Canada they called them Chesterfield. Now everyone calls them couches.
A Chesterfield is the brand of cigarette that Bear Bryant smokes.
He's so full of useless information. A sofa, couch, and sometimes diva.
Maybe that's how you spell divan.
Let me get back to my
But it said duvet.
Yeah, duvet. D-U-V-E-T. I knew it was different.
I told you I wanted somebody to say ideals.
Oh, you didn't tell me. I forgot to ask it.
Somebody just said it.
Ideals. So is it a basement or a cellar?
If it's underneath a house, it's a basement. If it's just randomly over there in the ground, it's a cellar.
Right. Storage, like a food storage, is a cellar. A basement is down where it collects all your junk. Under the,
Ransom, look at this worm on my phone. Oh, wow. I've never seen a worm like this. Hang on.
Brandon said, here's the deal. The spelling that I post is not my fault. It is what the iPhone says because I talk into my iPhone. Ew.
It won't focus. It's a orange or red color with white on it. Ew. Ransom went to get his catcher to put it in, but he's going to be mad when he comes back because it's no longer with us. Well, it's kind of smashed. Sorry.
Mama said a divan usually doesn't have arms or a back. So it'd be like a bench.
But that over there's a bench and it has a back.
So you say that different. Bench.
Bench?
Bench. Bench.
Okay, find out what different parts of the world call a rotary cutter.
What do different parts of the world call a rotary cutter?
It doesn't matter what part of the world you're in. Everyone's going to argue because I call it a brush hog, and my dad, who lives 10 miles from me, calls it a bush hog.
Bush hog, yep. Brandon said it looks like a Jubilee worm.
Because he couldn't teach her anything.
Is it a bathroom or a restroom?
Depends on who I'm talking to. If I'm trying to sound sophisticated, I say, excuse me, I need to go to the restroom.
Yeah.
But if you guys were here hanging out, I'd be like, I got to go to the bathroom. I'll be back.
Yeah, that's right.
Just don't call it the potty.
Well,
That's what little kids call it.
that's right. I was thinking, I tell Ray, let's go potty.
Oh, that's
Gotta go to the toilet.
We call it the North Building at our school, but it's all the little kids. And you walk in there and the teacher's like, anybody need to go potty? I'm like, oh my gosh, quit saying potty. It just grosses me out.
Brandon calls it the John. Christy said the water closet. Rotary cutter is for sewing.
Oh, it's not. A rotary cutter is a bush hog.
It's a brush
Bathroom
hog.
at home and restroom in the store.
Ransom is hooked on these things. He got them on vacation 2 or 3 times, and then Papa.
Are they better than your what's the blue things?
Talkies?
Yeah, are they better than Talkies?
They're not better than Talkies. Are they hotter?
Probably
He
not.
eats the whole bag with no water. I can't even eat one.
I like the cheese Talkies,
I don't want
but
that.
they make my mouth burn too.
I can eat the avocado Talkies.
Mama.
What?
I'm gonna tell.
Okay, Ransom wants to tell everybody something.
Okay.
So, how many weeks is my basketball camp?
3 days.
3 days. I forgot where it is. Lucas.
You don't have to tell everybody the location. Hey there.
Hey there.
Just talk if you want to talk. Oh well. Apparently he didn't want to tell y'all something. He just wanted to ask me random questions.
So you're going to basketball camp?
Starting tomorrow, he's going to basketball camp and he's excited about it.
Are you staying away or are you going back and forth?
No, he's just
All right, guys.
a couple of towns over. We drop off and pick up every day.
But I've got to make it better.
My mom takes her dog outside and tells her to go potty. And now she's got me saying it to my dogs. That's funny. Come on, doggies, let's go potty.
Let's all get on Nick's video. Nick, hi. Can I be on your video? It's Cassie. I'm hungry.
She said, Nick, hi, can I be on your video? It's Cassie, I'm hungry.
I'm still trying to video here.
Usually I tell my dogs to empty all of their pockets. Oh, that's new.
Get on your
You say it.
Weed barrier.
Yeah, weed barrier.
Weed barrier. Is it hot there?
But
After
Peggy,
these
I think you're
storms?
not being very nice to somebody, so I think you just need to be nice. Some people say things differently. Gary, is it hot here? I'm in the shade. I don't know.
Well, I know y'all
86
just had
degrees.
storms move through. Day before?
Yeah, it's
Ooh.
86 and there's no air. Old Pecan Homestead. Manure.
Chicken manure.
Manure.
Manure. Cow manure. Chicken manure. Manure pile.
Gary, how do you say the side dish you would get with barbecue usually?
Red gonna come tell you how he says what.
The brown ones that give you gas.
Cassie.
Beans. Baked beans.
Hold on. Baked beans.
Hi, Red.
Hi, Ransom.
Oh, don't say hi to Cassie. She said it first.
All he's worried about is ransom.
Hi, Ransom.
Oh, people were mad at Mazzy for sticking her tongue out on the last video, so I'll do it too.
I told him to come tell you how he says wash.
Tell her.
I'm gonna wash.
You gonna wash?
You say wash.
You do. You're thinking about it. Daddy told you to say wash.
Hey, Ransom.
Yes, Peggy, that is the point, but let's not go as far as making fun of people.
All right. So
Zoe and I are making fun of ourselves.
That's right.
About an hour
So Gary, say your side dish again.
Baked beans.
I think Lori's right. He really emphasizes the K.
Where's Mazzy anyways?
Where's Mazzy? She's inside.
I was gonna say she's probably inside where it's cool.
Okay.
We say baked. I say baked beans.
Bake.
And she says baked beans. And you say baked beans.
Baked beans.
He puts a T
He does
like
say
B-A-T. Baked.
That's really weird.
You have
Acorn.
her hat on. Why?
Because she wants to.
My favorite one. Rhett, you asked for.
Hi.
Hey, Mazzy. The shirt looks pretty, doesn't it?
I like your shirt. I just put in the water balloons and the water before they did their laugh.
Yeah.
You played with water balloons.
Speaking of water balloons, do we even have water balloons?
Probably somewhere from last year.
Want to do it? We got it. We got our water balloons.
I pronounce it jewelry.
Jewelry.
We got our water balloons from our Nene and Pop.
Hold on.
Really?
Jewelry. What do you call a ring and earrings and stuff? If I tell you to go to the mirror and get out my what?
I'd say ear.
No, what's it called?
Uh-oh, did we lose them? Zoe, you're frozen.
You're frozen.
Zoe, move.
Can I fix it?
Uh-oh. We might have lost Zoe, everybody. Can they still hear us? Uh-oh. We might have lost Zoe. Everybody. Yeah, they can still hear us. And your cracking of your chips.
You're frozen.
Oh, your hair. I thought there was a bug on me. Did you see me? All right. We might have to go. Oh, it's just us. Zoe left. I don't know how to end this thing. All right. I call it a weed eater. Oh, she's back.
I had my phone is in the sun and it's got too hot, so I had to swap phones. There we are. Oh my goodness.
You had to swap it out. It lets you get on a new device.
Yeah, as long as I go into StreamYard and log in the same.
See, this website or whatever this thing is kind of cool. We've never used it.
Huh?
We've never used StreamYard other than one time someone had us go live with them or something. I can't remember when we used it then.
Yeah. We
You get the sprinkler.
we're back.
Do y'all have water balloons?
I
No,
think we have some in our junk drawer. Do you have a junk drawer, Rhett?
No, I just got mine from Nana and Pop, and I just used my brother's from a day or two ago.
Okay.
Lemon
You guys will have to go back.
My
And
water
look.
balloons were.
Okay, I'm gonna finish video
You
on your phone.
don't have to holler. They can hear
Matt,
us.
when you guys froze up, Mazzy was bending down trying to see where you were. Her hair got me right here, and I was like, I thought it was a bug on me.
She said she joined a StreamYard the other day and was getting a bunch of echo. So, like, we'll have our phone video and our laptop running beside it all logged in, and we just turn the mic and camera off on one. That way we can see all of the Facebook and YouTube streaming at the same time.
Honey, brown sugar, barbecue sauce, and
But you have to be sure to turn the volume down when you do that.
Peggy, I wasn't trying to be rude. Just somebody earlier asked about another influencer and said that they say everything wrong. So I was just pointing out that Zoe and I are taking part in this. And we don't need to bring anybody else into it. So sorry if you took offense to that or if it wasn't you. I was just pointing out.
Now,
you can, Zoe and I are say all the things, but let's leave other people out of it.
a little bit.
It's gonna go across the top a little bit with sugar.
Yeah, like in the yard, you can get up to 10 people in at once, Jackie said.
So, like, you're a guest, I can have up to 10 guests. But that's on this screen. But you can have as many as you want in the public part.
Daddy, I just wanted to say sugar.
Huh. All right, well, Little Bear's going to be awake from his nap soon. We weared him out swimming.
I gotta go feed and check on our goat. We got a sick goat, so we gotta go give him his medicine. It's been fun.
Is he feeling better?
A little bit. I think it's gonna take a little time. I'm sure, stones don't happen real fast, so we've gotta get them cleared up.
Yeah.
Come here and tell him bye.
Rance, you want to tell him bye?
Rhett, come here and tell him bye. Rhett.
Are y'all cutting off now?
You want to tell him bye?
Bye, Cassie. Bye, Ransom. Bye, Mazzy. Bye, Gary.
Bye, buddy.
All right, we'll see y'all later. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, Ransom. Bye, Rhett.
You guys go do some brush hogging.
We're not. We're not even going to the farm.
Yes, we are.
No, we're not.
Okay, bye.
Bye.